What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about JayDaYoungan. JayDaYoungan, who passed away this past summer. His baby mother that he was with before he was with this other female before he passed away, they have a child together. And apparently she's been cut out of the estate. She's not getting any of JayDaYoungan's money. Now, JayDaYoungan, I'm assuming didn't have a will, but I'm gonna say that he may have had some money, because if you look at a lot of his posts, he always had money showing it. And it's very unfortunate what happened with JayDaYoungan. I did a video about that. I also spoke about what men can learn about that situation. I'll link that in the description box. Because this guy lost his life right in front of where he was staying, right? And that was a sad situation, because he had lost a child that summer. It's clear to me that this female and his family don't get along, and she's not going to get any of his money. And there's really nothing she can do, because JayDaYoungan is no longer here. And his family don't have to do anything for the child. Now, I would hope that the family would do something for the child, be there for the child, but they're not obligated to do anything for the child. They're not obligated to give her any money. And if she's already made a bad impression on them, I'm going to assume that they have no reason to really do anything for her. Because she's ranting on social media, she's made comments towards him before, probably other things that we don't even know about. So I can see why the family's like, nah, we ain't giving you nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving you nothing. And they're not really entitled to give her anything. So her ranting on social media isn't really going to change anything. JayDaYoungan passed, and I don't believe he had a will, but he'd have an estate, and it's going to go to his family, whether she likes it or not. Unfortunately, she's going to be on her own to take care of that child. So let's get into this article from A Showbiz. It says, JayDaYoungan's death has left his baby mama and family battling it out for his money. Jordan B., who shares a son with the late rapper, is enraged after their son is seemingly left out of the star's estate. Jordan posted a series of rants aimed at JayDaYoungan's family on her Instagram stories. What's funny is a MF taken away from me and Jay's son, then ignoring me. She began accusing her ex's family. That's why I say don't claim my son, none of that shit, because MFers don't be there for real, truing the mess over an innocent child and take away from his, so y'all can live lavish and sit on y'all asses like Jay did all of that for y'all. So what I'm going to assume here, I believe the family may have tried to do something for the child, but they probably told her, we're not giving you a dime. And she's upset about that. She feels entitled. I think this is her greed speaking out. It really is. She must have thought she was going to get a piece of his estate, and she's not. And that's why she's in her feelings, because she thought she was going to be living off his money. Probably having some other, let's say she was able to get a part of his estate. She'd probably just take that money and have some other dude living in that house that his money paid for. And the family knows this. That's why they don't want to give her anything. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and be and take her side, because the family, they didn't expect this. I'm sure they cared about JayDaYoungan. JayDaYoungan was with his father when he lost his life. They feel like they may be doing what's in the best interest of them. And again, I don't know. I don't know the intricate details, but she's not entitled to his money or his estate. Now, maybe something can be arranged for the child, but this ain't helping. Now, they've probably been fighting over this since the summer, but I'm sure that the family could work out something with the child. Maybe they're being difficult. That's what happens when you have a bunch of people around you that only care about your money, right? When you're no longer in that equation, then you see how people really feel about you. And I would hope for the child's sake that something is being done for him. Believing that her son is entitled to JayDaYoungan's estate, Jordan continued, no, he went hard for his son. Everything is entitled to our son. So all of this sneaky ass illegal shit y'all doing, God see, and so does Jay. Been mad that Jay loved me and my son so much y'all trying to mess him over. He has a whole son and he barely gave y'all shit when he was alive. So how would Jay want y'all with everything? She went on arguing. He just said, forget his son, huh? Nah, it happened like that. And y'all not gonna play with my son like that. Once again, people, I do think the family are looking out for themselves, but also I believe that that particular female has probably burnt bridges with them. I haven't seen where they've said anything publicly, and maybe they are living off his money. That's the unfortunate thing when you don't have a will and you don't have somebody that can, have a direction for your money and your estate before you pass. Sometimes you have to make those plans. None of us want to be able to make those plans, right? Those plans of, what's going to happen when we're no longer here, right? But unfortunately, you have to do that, especially when you're making a lot of money and you own businesses and own property. You have to do that because you don't want to pass away and there's a state there, but everybody's fighting over it. At least have a direction for where everything should go, especially if you have children as well. Something will be set up for where the children can't touch the money until they become a teenager or an adult. But still, I don't think the baby mama is entitled to getting his whole estate, half of his estate. If anything, the money should be going to a trust for the child. And she can always take it to court and let the judge decide. I believe money should be set aside for honestly, and I'm being real honest here. I think the money should go to the child and it should be put in an account for his son, so that at some point his son, now, they'll have an account to where the money's set up for when the child grows up. I don't know how they do it as far as giving expenses to the child, because if you don't trust the mother to use those expenses properly, right? Like I don't know how that stuff goes, right? I really don't. But I don't think the family should just be getting this money. I don't think that should happen at all. Unless it was a situation where they have a document where he says that if something was to happen, I want my family to have this. All right. I still think it's suspicious how he lost his life. I'll just say that. Jordan claimed that she has been letting y'all keep certain stuff of Jay's, but now she seemingly plans to fight back. Y'all trying to X my son out of everything he's entitled to, so now I'm about to play this evil game back, she warned. Well, I don't think she need to be playing any games with these people, because these people are only going to take it out on your son, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Now, people say, well, it ain't her fault because, they're fighting her tooth and nail not to give her anything. It should be about the children, never about the adults. These adults need to think about the kids. If Jay's family actually cared about him, they'd care about his son. And they'd figure out a way to help the son and not feel like they're just giving money to her. I don't think that his son should get nothing, but I think she should sit down, maybe with the lawyer, and really pinpoint the things that she wants to get and why she needs them. She went on calling out JayDaYoungan's family for worrying about his money rather than taking some time to grieve in peace. Life MF's more worried about money than grieving, shaking my head, she claimed. I'm really built for this though. I want everything for my son, from the cars to the chains to the socks. I don't give a fuck. Anything that holds value is entitled to Jarvaeus Jr. or Javaris Jr., excuse me. Well, hold on. She wants the cars. She wants the chains, the socks, and everything. Why do you want the chains? Is your son going to be using those chains? Is he going to be driving those cars? Is that why you want those? Of course she wants the material things. Jordan went on lamenting, I'm effed up, I'm hurt, and I'm tired. I just want to say F y'all and keep my son away because y'all really against me. Cutting ties with those who have violated her and her son's rights, she said. And I don't effing call me or text me. I'm blocking everybody and keeping my son away forever. Y'all already playing him in the obituary now. Y'all trying to take his daddy legacy from him. Shaking my head. Still, Jordan insisted it wasn't about the money. It was never money hungry. I was never money hungry. Never was after his bag. I'm normal and I just want love, not your money. So she stressed. It never gave. I was just after a check and I'm still not. I'm just really effed up and I'm tired of people feeding into the wrong shit on the media. She continued clarifying MF is acting like they are so close to Jay and blah, blah, blah. JayDaYoungan's family has not responded to Jordan's claims. The Elimination rapper died July 27th at age 24 after he and his father were ambushed by gunmen at their home. His father was shot twice in the arm, but survived, which is, again, he was set up. And you got to ask yourself, how did they know he'd be outside? How did they know JayDaYoungan was going to be outside to where they could ambush him? It's a lot of questions, man. I do think that the only person in this situation that I feel bad for is the son, because the son doesn't have a father. And the mother is not close with the family because the family wants to take the money. I don't think that's right. I don't think the family should take his money. I think that money, his estate, should be put to where nobody can touch it. His property, she says that it should go to the son. I'm all for passing things along to the children. The family should not be driving any of his cars. I'm sorry. They should not be driving any of his cars. And they really shouldn't even be spending his money unless it was for, funeral expenses or any, maybe he has some debts. If it was to pay that off, they should not be living off of his money. But she needs to take it to court instead of running to social media. I don't get the wanting to go to social media to complain to a bunch of people that you don't even know. Why are you going to social media to complain to a bunch of people that you don't even know about your situation? You better off just keeping it to yourself, because they ain't gonna help you. Social media can't help you. What helps you is getting a lawyer and going to court. That's what helps you. So let me see in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see y'all next one.